So this is the first in a series of simple explainer videos that relate to the Curious Cloud methodology. My name's David Foster, and in these videos I'll be bringing Curious Cloud to life, both to help you notice and solve complex problems, but also as a way to help you become more generally engaged and productive in the work that you do. Becoming more aware of the broader context around your organisation is one of the things that helps to drive engagement. This engagement enables people to both enjoy work to a greater extent and to make more of a difference. Some people already keep good track of what's happening within their organisation and also in their sector, and I find that most people are real hard workers, but their focus can have a downside. I think of it as the diligence trap. Diligence is a fantastic attribute in anyone, but a strong work ethic paradoxically tends to draw us further into our workload and away from a more productive, holistic perspective. This leads quite easily to silo mentality, where people design solutions that work really well for themselves or their team, but fail to consider unintended consequences elsewhere in the organisation. Or worse, it can lead to a disconnection with the aims of the broader organisation. In either case, the remedy is surprisingly easy. I'll give you a couple of examples of how to start this process in a moment, but I first want to mention a key mindset that will help you to make the process more enjoyable and sustainable. And this mindset is curiosity. To my mind, curiosity exists on a continuum from awareness to fixation. Neither of the extremes are particularly helpful to us. At one extreme, simply being aware or even interested in a given topic makes it unlikely that we will have much subject depth, and our relevant ambivalence will make any process of discovery pretty hard work, in turn making it more difficult to sustain. At the other extreme, being obsessive or fixated on a subject leads us to spend way too much time in that space, which is likely to rob us of critically important perspective. Being curious or passionate is a useful middle ground. It makes it easy to spend time in discovery mode and even helps us to notice relevant insights from unconnected subjects. I reckon that it's quite unusual to love the entirety of our day job across months and years. Most jobs have downsides, and even fascinating elements have the potential to become tedious over time. However, it really helps to have some threads or subjects within the role to become curious or passionate about. And the way to discover this curiosity is pretty straightforward. We simply need a little relevant input on a regular basis. There are a number of ways to do this, but I have two suggestions that you might like to try. The first involves reading the trade press of your customers. Trade press is generally written by people within a sector for others in that sector. And like shop talk or even pillow talk, I suppose, it can be pretty meaningless for outsiders. And that's where its strength lies for us. By simply reading one or two articles each day, you'll start to feel more comfortable with the lingo, with the players, and with the challenges they face. Trade press articles tend to be quite short and functional, so this task is likely to take less than 5 minutes. From past experience, people tend to report feeling more confident talking to clients within just a couple of weeks, an extraordinary result given the tiny amount of time invested. In amongst this input, you're likely to spot subjects or new ideas that will pique your curiosity, and you can then focus in on these topics in more depth within your minimalistic reading time. Remember though, interest will only take you so far. It really does help to become curious in order to make the process more sustainable. My second suggestion builds on this. Simply talk to your co-workers about the stories that you've been reading and any cognitive connections that you have made. not to wow them with your knowledge, but rather to ask questions, invite their additional input. Really valuable insights, those that nobody else has noticed yet, tend to be based on input from a number of diverse sources. We can't force these rich insights, but we can feed the subconscious with relevant input to allow it to surprise us from time to time. That's it until the next video. In the meantime, simply practice being curious and connected on a daily basis. There are deeper explanations in my Curious Cloud article, freely available on the Rally Strategic website. But if you find that this video is useful, or that it has piqued your curiosity in some way, then please click like and share it with others.